Yes, but I thought we'd do the hello. I thought we'd do the beta server. Not do the beta server. What am I trying to say? Just ignore that bit. I thought we'd come onto the beta server for a last look around. Beta should end at some point tomorrow. I don't know the exact specific time that it finishes. So I thought I'd spend a couple of hours tonight, this evening, today, having a wander round. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure what the PDD equivalent is. I should have looked this up before I started, shouldn't I? Bear with me. EQ2 News. Dear, dear internet. I'm just going to look at the weather, as someone very famously says. It's on sale. Pride month. There she is. Anashti Sul. It just says beta will end on June 13th. So I'm guessing at some point tomorrow. If it's not midnight PDT, which I don't think it will be, it'll probably be when everybody's in the office. So maybe tomorrow evening for me, which would be around about, if it's 6 o'clock for me, it's 10 a.m. Pacific. However, that's not to say that it's not going to end at midnight tonight, Pacific kind of thing. I'm guessing they're just gonna. It's not going to be one of those. I keep seeing the TikToks where it's like final moments of games, and it's really sad music being played over like pixels, and then it comes up with "you have been disconnected from the server" type thing. I don't think it's going to be one of those. I think there's just going to be probably one of those announcements, when on a Tuesday, Wednesday, when they do the server will be coming down for a short maintenance bell ones. I probably going to be something like that will turn up. So yeah, you've seen those. That's the ones. Yeah. They do like a little ding 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 kind of noise. And then it says, your servers coming down at this time. They'll probably do something like that. We have no official news on Origin server start. No, we don't. I'm suspecting the devs are going to be pretty busy at the moment with Vippy Fest, which is the 20th anniversary online fan fest that's going on. So it's kind of technically, if you're watching the live streams, it's Saturday only. However, if you've gone in person, it's Friday and Saturday. Do I have to watch my I have to watch what I'm saying. There is going to be stuff online live streamed from EverQuest YouTube, which I'll put the links. I'll make sure I've got the links for Friday so I can spam those links so people can get the notifications or subscribe to EverQuest's YouTube channel. The live streams will be streamed from there, and there'll also be stuff going on in game as well. So if you run on any of the live servers, I'm not sure about sort of Varsoon and Kale Drackle and Zarkanon, the PvP server, which I can never remember the name of. I know it's a dragon, and I forget the name of it all the time. However, there will be something going on in game. I'm guessing. I'm hoping. They've promised. There'll be stuff going on in game. I think there's like fashion. I'm gonna turn everybody off now when I go. There's fashion shows. There should be people like in-game ambassadors who have been sent emails. So we may find almost like wagon. Almost like guide events, but I think it's going to be more than guide events, if that makes sense. Like no info has been released yet about what's happening, where it's happening, or what the rewards are. Don't know yet. But yeah, I'm hoping EverQuest 2 is involved, not just EverQuest. We'll find out. I'm very intrigued. It's kind of like we'll give you a little bit of information and then we'll let you extrapolate from there. And we'll see what sort of information you can come up with, and then we'll just tell you you're wrong and come up with something completely different. That's normally have devs speak in riddles. They're like dragons. They speak in riddles. The developers do. You never get a straight answer out of them. And if you do, another dev comes up later and goes, "Oh no, we're not doing that anymore. It's been changed." So love them to pieces. Absolutely fantastic. Never change. So I thought I thought I'd start with Qeynos Castle, because I think this is the most changed castle out of Freeport and Qeynos. Freeport itself has changed a lot. However, you can still see the castle and effects that's in Freeport. But when you're looking around Qeynos, not a lot more has changed. It's mostly the castle and some twiddly bits, as I'm going to say. The walls have had an upgrade and things like that. And there, when we're having a look around when beta launched, and there was a one of the Bale courts that you can go into and you can see the old new style, old new style. Don't know how we're going to do that yet. Yeah, I forgot how Qeynos Castle looked. So I forgot that it got the logo. That I keep a logo. It's an emblem, but I keep forgot that there's an emblem and the moon on top, because this whole castle looks completely different now. In the live version, which is now old compared to this new version, which is old, but it's new. It's gonna take some getting used to. But I thought I'd have a run around. I thought I'd go through all the different starter zones as well, just have a look around them, see what they look like. I am very slow. I still haven't managed to get myself a horse, and the horses that you do get, the mounts are 24% run speed, which I suppose is better than 0. It's 24% better than 0, I guess. However, yeah, it's we're not going to get the run speed that we used to get, so you might see a lot of bards running around. People asking for the bards, like troubadours or dirges, because they are probably... Oh, there's an argument we could have. There's a discussion. Who's faster? Is it the druids? Is it like Warden with their Spirit of the Wolf? Or is it the bards with their... A horse, of course! Is it the bards with their oh, is it Cellos? I forget what the run speed buff one is called, but both of them get it. But there's a discussion for the comments. Who's faster? All these NPCs. I think they're on. I think they've unpacked as I've come into the zone. They're just having a look. I am actually going somewhere. Don't worry. It's not that we're not going anywhere. I'm heading towards Willowwood and then Baubleshire. Hello, Agent Snail. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're well. But I thought we'd have a look at Willowwood. We'll kind of do a little circle. Then I'll swap over to Freeport side. And we'll have a look around Freeport as well, because Freeport's probably the one that's changed the most. So I'll probably want to save that. It is the last day of beta. It is, unfortunately, yes. I think so. So remember the Baubleshire. No, not Baubleshire. This is Willowwood. So this is home to the elves. They are the... Which elves? It's on the tip of my tongue. Who's in the Willowwoods? Is it Wood Elves? Wood Elves, I think. I want to say wood elves. Wood elves and high... No, not high elves. Half elf. I'm looking for the mentors. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, we've got a wood elf mentor and a half elf mentor. There we go. I figured it out. If in doubt, pop to near the dock and find the mentors, because you'll be able to tell them. It's been a while. It's been 20 years. I've forgotten who's done what, who does what. So yeah, this is the Willow Wood. It's quite small in comparison to many of the others. And you can get into the forest ruins from here. So it'll connect to forest ruins as well as Baubleshire, so it's your two options to get into the Baubleshire. Yeah. Hello, Scrungy. That is the $1,000,000 question. Oh, we can go back to the dock actually, can't we? We can do the dock. We don't know. We haven't had an official announcement yet to say when TL is supposed to start. Like I say before, I think the devs are busy with Fippy Fest that's happening this weekend. So they might, I think that'll take priority first, and then we'll find out after that. Go Baubleshire, why not? Start from there. Go. So we've got halflings and gnome in the Baubleshire. This is where being a barbarian is probably going to be a little bit sticky. Hi Messerman, how you doing? Because I think I'm a little bit tall for these. Yeah. Gonna squish myself in there. Yeah, so we've got the innkeeper here in Baubleshire. Kind of a mix between, because we see some of those doors in Tinkerfest. You've got the cogs. If I zoom in, you can see them. You've got the cogs that the gnomes have got. So it's very tinkered. That light is flashing. I don't quite know. I think it's on the fritz, as they say. But yeah, so we've got sort of gnomish stuff coming in with the cogs. Got a few cogs around here. There's one. And then this is quite a tall one here. But then you've got the sort of, I'm going to say Tolkien inspired Hobbit homes that the halflings have got. There is one I can get into, isn't there? Is there? Is it around here? One of these doors. I'll show you how tall. I'm the tallest barbarian you can get in game. Yeah, I'm gonna bonk my head on the light. I feel a bit like Gandalf when he went into Bilbo's place. Yes, I am crouched. No one. Oh, I'm just about in. If I reach up, I can touch the ceiling. Yeah. I was at a party on Varsoon tonight. Is that at the end of the beta? Everyone popping back to Varsoon for a few weeks. Wouldn't blame them. It's probably the closest you're gonna get until at least the actual launch. Apple in. So we did Willowwood, we did Baubleshire. Shall we do probably Starcrest and Nettleville? It's probably the better ones to have a look at next. They're in kind of the pairs because Baubleshire and Willowwood is where you get to the forest ruins. Starcrest and Nettleville is where you can get to...
Can you believe Vandus? You'd think he'd want help considering the mess he's in. But oh no, he's too stubborn to listen to any advice. When will he learn he can't win without help?
I do catch myself running around saying, "Can you believe Vandus?" And that's the guy. from years ago. You gonna say it again? No. But I think you can get to the peat bog from here. I think it's, yeah, it's a peat bog. And then Castleville and Greystone Yard will get you to Oak Mist. And I know this, but as soon as I get into Freeport, my knowledge is going to fall down because I'm not very clear about Freeport and their layout. Is she going to stop Kitty come back? Where is she? There's a little girl running around somewhere. Is she not? Is she not here? There's Molly. Oh, where she disappeared to?
Stop, Kitty! Come back here!
There she is. Stop, Kitty! Come back here. You've missed it, Molly. It went that way. It went. Oh, that's it. You'll get it. You'll get it one of these days. It's been 20 years. You'll get it.
Stop, Kitty! Come back here!
Nope, run off. Yes, Nettleville. A Nettleville for you, is it, Snail? Nice. Yeah, I like Nettleville. I've got to remember how to get up here now. Bear with me while I just run around the entire zone because there's only one place that I know. There's like one way that I know and I don't have the map, if you notice. I don't realise how much I rely on the map. But EQ2 maps, I think I need to sort that out. It's not liked being on the beta server. Okay. Fill the water. Oh, person. Hello. So this is humans and Karens. So if you... Yeah, because there's a Karen mentor. If you start as... Basically, whichever class you start, it's the race that you start as, is where you get sort of dropped after you've done the island. Or if you don't choose to do the island, you'll get dropped here instead. I don't think there's anyone here who has a voiceover that's famous. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any earworms in Nettleville. No. No, you have to talk to Varion to go into the peat bog, and he's got a few quest lines and things for you. But I don't remember anybody who says anything. I can get through here. A dog. Unfortunately, in EverQuest, you cannot pet the dog. Yeah, you're not suspicious at all. Go find the suspicious man. But that's Nettleville. All I remember from Nettleville is is Vilda Sweeps here, or is she somebody? Is she in? I think she might be in. Hello, y'all. Hi, how you doing? Oh no, there she is. Vida Sweep. I know, we found him. Can you believe, Vandus? We just been to Starcraft to see him. Vida, yeah. Vida starts the Dusty Blue Stone quest, which is the precursor to the Bone Bladed Claymore HQ. That's the only person I remember in Nettleville. On live, she's now in Qeynos Harbour. Because I had to go find her the other day. He is very obnoxious, he is indeed. travel within. We've got Castle View, and then we've got Greystone Yard. We'll do those two. We'll have a look. It's where those little earworms get in. So we've got High Elf and we've got Froglocks here in Castle View. Yes, you can still see it above me. We've got the two mentors there. There they are. Just having a little look around. The one I remember from in here is this guy in the pond. Who, don't ask me how you say his name. Is it Gromlock, I'm going to say? He's talking about how clean the water is.
I profess that I am not mad, but I do think if this water is too clean, and the stones, they doth not squish under thy feet.
Yes. I like him. I don't think anybody else has any voice lines. Got the inn. I do remember the cat being called Felwith. And me not realising who or what a Felwith is, because I do confess I haven't played EverQuest, and at that point EverQuest, like the Echoes of Fadeward, hadn't come out just yet, so I was like, oh, that's a cool name for a cat, Felwith, yeah, I like that. And then I figured out why it was called Felwith. Yeah, there's a few Froglocks in here, isn't there, that you talk to? Yes. No, not Froglocks, obviously. Must be you. No, okay. Although they are the language primers for Gukton and Coded. Oh, am I going to have to go down? Oh, there's a cat called Fadeward. Fadeward the cat. That's another Echoes of Fadeward. Yeah. Don't remember anybody having some good voice lines. And then if we go to Greystone Yard, there is someone in Greystone. I'm sure there's a dwarf around in where they're doing the mining. At the top. Keeps moving them round. Slightly annoys me that the Baubleshire and the Willowwood are alphabetical under T, under the. That always confuses me a little bit. So we've got barbarians, me, and we have I think it's dwarves. And see, I don't think it's Karen. He threw me off. Being Rafiki. Rafiki is the he's in Lion King, isn't he, Rafiki? We've got dwarves and we've got barbarians here. There's a dwarf over the side of this. I think. The monkey sage, thank you, in Lion King, yes. I knew if I mentioned Disney, somebody would know. I need to... Oh, did I start the... Yes, I need to find the mineral expert in Qeynos. I did start the Dusty Blue Stone.
Well met.
Wow, Gruffin, I like your look. Yeah. I'll get samples for you. I need to collect rock samples in the Thundering Steppes. I'm level 9, Guffin. I don't think I'm going to be getting any samples for you. No. I'm not getting the samples for you, Gruffin. There's no way. Absolutely no chance. Not at level 9. Not tonight, anyway. If I show you Finch in Qeynos Harbour, because I think I showed you him when I was doing Oh no, can we travel within Qeynos? No. Wait, it was there, wasn't it? If the bell if the bell noise is a bit too loud, I do apologise. Yes, Finch. I think I showed you Finch when I was showing you the Darkpool Rising beta. That was the last beta that I was on. You can't miss him. So this is Finch. So Finch is, at the moment, he's the in consideration marketplace. I'm just going to be staring at his crotch all the time, aren't I? Let's try and move it. There we go. Let's try and move the look, shall we? But at the moment, each time Finch is on the beta, he's different. Or he has different things attached to him. So normally it's like a, because you start, normally when you copy over onto a beta, like a new expansion, you start at either the character you have. Yeah, you really can't miss him. He's absolutely massive. You start at whatever level your character is. So let's say you put across a level 60 character or something like that onto the beta, and you needed to be level like 130 now to try some of the stuff. You would be able to, from Finch, for no cash, be able to get a bauble which will take you up to that high level. It'll give you the max level. This will only be on the beta. He won't be available in game when the server launches, I'm afraid. And with Origins beta being a little bit different, it's a completely new server, completely new style of server. Finch has got some different things on the marketplace, and this is in his store. He's got what the devs are thinking of putting into the marketplace here. Ooh. Sorry, that's that water and coffee. So this marketplace down here, which is the normal marketplace, if I click on that, it's not working. If I go to EQ2 and there's no marketplace here, you'll see it goes looking for group, mail and map. There's no marketplace. So Finch at the moment, for Origins beta, has what the devs are thinking of bringing to the marketplace for people to try out, test out, see if it's overpowered or not, shall we say, what they're thinking of bringing through. So we've got, you've got your normal things, you've got sort of the backpacks. So if I look at the backpacks, this is what I've been interested in, is the different ones. So these will all be available perhaps when beta goes, no, when the server goes live. Having to change my my conversations now, my thinking. But there's the kind of the backpacks where they actually represent something in the game, rather than just being a plain old backpack. You can have them in your character slots. So in this line down the bottom here, and then what you can do is you can have them as an appearance for your character, so you can walk around with things on your back. There are some that are available for free from the Jubilation Merchant. Yeah, Jubilation Merchant, the Darkpool Merchant, that sort of thing. Then these are available for cash from the cash shop, so these will actually cost you money when the game goes live. And then there's stuff like the deeds, housing. It's going to be lots. The housing is still going to be available. So we're going to have, I don't know some of these. I know the Estate of Unrest, I think I've shown you that. The Galleon of Dreams, but these will all be, so if you're a crafter, a carpenter, a decorator, you're still going to be able to do housing over there. Or even if you're just somebody who is looking for where to place the oodles and doodles of stuff that we get given for housing, you can always buy one of these. Or there should be some, I don't know about if there's going to be some available or not for the claim. but these will be available by the looks of it. Do I know what I'm going to be playing? I'm torn between Zerka and maybe Pally, maybe a Paladin. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go out of my box a little bit. I've normally played either Mage or Healer. And I don't know. I was toying with sort of Mystic Stroke Defiler for a while, but I couldn't find anybody who wanted to be the tank. So, so I was like, well, I could be a Mystic Stroke Defiler. However, I'm stuck for groups. Whereas I think if I go for a tank style, I'm not going to be a great tank, but I can at least put together a group, or I can at least sort of say, hey, I need help on this, or if anybody else needs help on things, I can shove you over and say, hey, I can give you a hand. I think, because I know how hard it is to be a solo mage, or like a solo or a duo. Sometimes when I've done like the TLEs, I've duoed a Mystic and Illusionist, and this is back on the servers when it was a little bit harder to get the DPS going for the Illusionist. Or shall I just say I'm not a very good Illusionist? Shall we say? Yeah, I was just like toying around on things. I didn't really have the time to dedicate to it, so I thought I'll be an Illusionist because I get a friend. However, it took a while to get things dead. I'm pleased the Castellium stuff's back. Anyway, this is going to be here. I do like this set. This is my favourite set. Castellium stuff. Plus, I think most people that we're looking at gilding with are going sort of they're going healer stroke mage stroke maybe scout. We're not sure on one or two of them yet. So we're kind of missing tanks. We're kind of missing the plate guys, the guys to take the bite, take on the mobs, shall we say? Stop that. But yeah, Finch is here. He's showing you what's available, or what could be available in the marketplace. So if you ever wanted to have a play around with the marketplace items, they're available for free right now on the beta server. For the next maybe 12 hours, maybe 24 hours, we're not quite sure. You can have a few characters. I think most people will have a few characters. I think it's a few characters. There's an RP. I'm sending you a DM later. I want to know who this guild is. Fantastic. Yes. So I think one last. Oh yes, there's one thing I wanted to show you. I don't know if it was news to me anyway when I tried it the other day. Was the griffins. Yeah, character, at least one of the... Yeah, same. Same for me. I'm probably going to have at least a couple. I'll probably stream a tank. Either Zerk or Paladin. When I do stream. Wow, I cannot see a thing. It is dark. It is dark. Do I have a torch? In options. Where's my personal torch run off to? Lighting. Personal torch. Well, that didn't help much, did it? This is where I get in trouble as I try and figure out where I'm going. Yeah, there was one thing I wanted to show on the griffins. Which is where the map doesn't come up. So where you click on the bells to go somewhere now, and it just tells you, do you want to go Antonica, do you want to go to the caves, or do you want to go to somewhere else. If you click on the Griffin Tamer, again, it now tells you, do you want to go to the steps or the Oracle? Whereas I think on live, if you click it, it gives you the map that pops up and it tells you, do you want to go up there, do you want to go down here, or where do you want to go to? Which I thought was really fun. I thought that was interesting. I forgot that happened. So that was a great surprise when I tried that. Right. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, we can see it pop through. Right, okay. I'm going to switch over to the Freeport character and we'll have a run around Freeport for a min. So if you want to, while I'm switching, just take about a minute. If you want to take a hydrate or a stretch or anything like that, you're not going to miss anything. I'm just switching characters. Hydrate. Clear, thank you. There we go. I've got to remember who is my evil. My bruiser. That's my paladin. She's on the island still. That's the other paladin. Yeah, I think it's the bruiser. There we go. How varied. I know, I thought I'd vary the name just a little bit. Yes, as you can see, the map doesn't work. The map is just there, and there's no map for the zone. It's like, okay, thank you. So I think I'm in Long Shadow Alley. We'll start here. I'm just going to draw this curtain so I've got a chance of seeing what I'm seeing. How many different variations of CDM can I have? The weirdest thing is I can't have the letters DM. The letters DM don't work. I don't, well, they say, I think the thing is it says it's naughty or that they're not available. These letters. And I'm like, okay. But that's my name. So I'm just trying to figure out how to get my name, but different variations. I know naughty DM, aren't I? It's like they know me. It's when the music kicks in. So we have Long Shadow Alley, we have Dark Elves, and I think it's just Dark Elves. Don't think the Dark Elves wanted to share. Oh, that's better, the sunshine's going in. It's been raining all week, apart from when I start streaming and then the sun decides, well, you know what, you're west facing, so I'm gonna just shine into your window. Okay, we're in here. We came out of there. That was the bank. Long Shadow Alley has lots of these little rooms. And one or two people might be in it. I'm just walking into people's houses. I feel like I'm in one of these cozy farming games where it's Stardew, isn't it? Where you have to go and see everybody. You have to go and visit the town. You have to go say hello to everyone. I feel like I'm in Stardew. I'm just running around into people's homes. Well, this is more of an open area. Yeah, you've got a bit of a house here, dude. Nice. Congrats, you've got like 7 houses here. And I got Thieves' Way. Yes, you can enter the graveyard from wherever I am. Long Shadow. Told you my knowledge. No. Not got the knowledge. I do have the handy dandy. Which way am I leaning? Don't think you can see it because of the light. No, I do have the handy dandy EverQuest 2 book next to me down there. If I do get lost, I can consult the book. I think I'm interrupting you. Yeah, this is... I used to know my way around Long Shadow Alley. And then I forgot it. I forgot. Let's have another look. If we go from the top, we can go to Beggar's Court. Again, I don't know which two sit together on Freeport. So Beggar's Court is the half-elves and the humans. We've got an NPC, but she doesn't say anything. She just says my stomach's near dry. Oh, this is the split one, isn't it? I think. So it's kind of unusual, the layout. And oh, sorry, I thought you were an NPC. Just a random Karen. Let's have a look around. Yeah. Oh yes, here we go. There is a wall through the middle. So it goes along that you can just about see it on the left, where all the wood stuff is sticking out. That's the wall, and it kind of just splits the entire zone in two. You might notice that the Freeport city suburbs are larger than the Qeynos ones. Oh, that's interesting. What's that place? Look at that. Who are they? So we have a dragon. I'm trying to see who that is. Could be Dorothar, it could be Vim. Whose head is that? Or is it just generic? Jumped over the wall. Generic. So it's not Nagafan. Don't think. Got the big jaw, hasn't it? Could be Dorothar. Come on. Why can't it be here? I don't think we're going to be able to see because of the angle. Oh, that's even worse. I'm trying to get an angle so I can see. And then we can do a split screen if I get a picture of Dorothar. Have we got an image where you can actually see his head? Kind of. There's a game. Games? Maybe I should have opened a new tab. That's tiny. Bear with me. Squish. We do a zoom. Oh, that's evil. What do we think? It could be Dorothar. Of course, I'm doing that. There you go. Yeah. Could be because you've got the larger horns, like the horns that are framing his. I don't know. Can't do it. The horns that are framing his face. It could be with the ones at the bottom, the big. He's got quite a big thick jaw. But it's not as thick a jaw as Vim's. I think Vim has quite a flat, wide jaw. It could be. It could be. It would make sense. I'm so sorry, Apprentice of the Dark Arcane. I've just kind of like jumped all over you. This person, I don't know who this could be. My first thought is...
You're in luck. We just had a recent death. Last minute cancellation.
Well, it's the way to the housing anyway. Would you want to stay in a house that had that above it? Is that the kind of house you wanna live in? I don't know. I think if I was a human or a half elf in Freeport and someone offered me housing that had a massive great big skull over the top of it, I think I'd be double checking. Now, I have seen that symbol before. the head with the... My first thought it's Quellius, however I don't know what Quellius would be doing in Freeport, because that's the god of peace. She's depicted as a sort of child, because children, innocence, peace, that kind of thing. So I don't think that's her. It's probably one of the other gods that's eluding me right now, and probably very obvious. Someone will tell me eventually, or I'll go and find it. But yeah, this is Beggar's Court, which is probably one of the larger zones, ironically. We've got it in the sunshine now as well, so you can kind of see. Here we go, got another skull over the top of that house. This is a griffin over the bank. It's not, I thought it was a dragon at first, but it looks like a griffin to me. Sorry, I keep walking past you. I do apologise. Random person. Okay. I don't think there's anybody making any noises around. So we'll head back and we'll go and see what's next. This was Beggar's Court. Big Bend. We're going around the bend. We're going to Big Bend now. The ogres and the trolls. You can instantly see the difference in the atmosphere as well. It feels very misty and dark. You can instantly see a difference. You can see all the sort of damp moss and sort of greenery going around. Just feels very sort of, it's one of those you would smell damp. You'd be able to smell the sort of yeah, the damp in the air. I don't think it'd smell very nice. The mender? I remember that mender. I've been to him many a times. Trying to remember my way around. Oh yes, Captain Sorrow. And that goes to South Freeport. Okay. Oh, there's another port. Is it a portcullis that comes up and down? If you need to, I don't know, keep people in, keep people out. You'll notice all the these things, the braziers. They've all kind of got like a green, misty colour to them. The rat catcher with his club waiting. But yeah, it kind of, you can kind of see how it's all changed. Each specific area has kind of a look and feel that's different to all the others. They kind of got a unique one. So we've done Long Shadow. If we do Scaleyard, that's another one to look at. So Scaleyard is barbarians and Ixars. Oh yes. Oh, we're very near the that the castle. I'm gonna say that's the castle where Lucandilia lives, or Lucan, however you want to say him. Overlord's Tower, thank you. Yeah, it's the where Antonia lives in the castle. Lucandilia lives in the tower there. Yeah, Tower of the Overlord, something similar. Nobody can get into it. It's not a. You can't go and visit. It's not a. We're going over for afternoon tea or something. Hello, Flagonborn. How you doing? You'll also notice that the cats are no longer NPCs around here. I'm saying nothing. You do you, but the cats are not NPCs here. Whereas in Qeynos, they are NPCs. Can't do much sneaking around by the look of it. Ah, because that goes to South Freeport. Okay, that would make sense. Don't want these Qeynosians sneaking in, do we? We're going to South Freeport. Little house. Oh yes, there's a big statue in the middle. And I don't know who it is. It's got the symbol of the Overlord. I don't think I ever worked out who this is. I like how the water is spurting out of the wounds. But yeah, I've never figured out who this is. Answers on a postcard. We have some sort of knight with... I'm trying to recognise a sword, but I don't even recognise a sword. It doesn't look like a claymore. It looks almost one-handed. I don't think you would wield that in two hands. It's not long enough. Yeah, I think it's close to release ready. I think most of the stuff was fixed. I think the I know that Coercers and Illusionists got a buff recently to bring them back up to where they should be in terms of DPS and also in terms of what the pet, or rather the charmed pet, can do for the Coercer. That was missing quite a bit. Is that everything in Scaleyard? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's auto mod. It didn't like the word bastard sword. It's all good. But yeah, I possibly read it. I mean, we'll only know when somebody hits the go live button, and hopefully uses the same build that this is on. That's the Freeport thing, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, she's in battle, or was. I think the dog's going for her. I think the tiny little, it's like a chihuahua. The chihuahua's attacking the pony. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she looks like she's I'm not going to help her because I'm level 1, so I'll just get myself smacked on the floor. But yeah. You haven't touched EverQuest in about 15 years. You're hyped for the new server. Nice, welcome back. Did you try the beta? Did you say? I don't know if you said you tried the beta or not. You did not. Okie dokie. So this is all new. Well, all new, old nostalgia. I don't know. I'm still struggling with myself. Like, is it new stuff? Is it old stuff? Is it old new? Whereabouts are we? Yes, we took a wolf, and over years and years and years we ended up with a chihuahua. I know. It's yeah, selective breeding. The amazing things we can do with it. Erudite and Karen. So if you roll a Karen or an Erudite, you'll end up in Stone Stair Byway if you choose the Freeport starting place. Which they kind of look similar. It's kind of got a very sort of similar look and vibe. Although you could say that about Starcrest and Nettleville. So yeah, I think it's sort of it's almost like all the races have started with the same starter kind of look, and they've just kind of added little bits for themselves to make it kind of more like home for them. That's how I'd see it. Oh, sorry, I walked on your door. I am a dark elf, so I do have the attitude to go along with it to do that. Oh, the gates are shut. Interesting. And these are all boarded up as well. This feels a little bit more degraded is the word. Should that be the word? A little bit more run down than other places that we've seen. There's a lot more rubbish on the streets. Oh, that's the seal of the Overlord as well. So I think it's just seals of the Overlord everywhere. Okay, that would make sense. Oh, I don't think he's happy. Look at him. Look at him face. No, he's not happy, is he? Yeah, he's not a happy boy. Did I walk in an argument? Oh dear. There's an argument in the middle of the street. The hole. Home of the moon shot. Do you want to go in, Rat? No? Okay.
Another adventurer. Why don't you go bother one of those overgrown house cats?
A voice actor? We found a voice actor? My gosh. What didn't make sense at the time was that the place is called the Hole, which is, if you've been or if you're in EverQuest, you'll know, but up in a Sundered Frontier, you've got the city of Payneal, and you've got the dungeon there that's called the Hole, and all the different instances and dungeons and things that are on that. I was going to show you on the map, and then I was like, no, I can't. But yeah, when we had the expansion for Sundered Frontier, I don't remember which one that was. It was the one from the pandas. If I say that, you'll know which one I mean. Oh, these guys got an epic. Goodness me, hello. Hi. Oh, you're guarding North Freeport. Okay. Nice. And what's your statue? Your statue is a coiled griffin? A coiled snake? Something like that, maybe. Maybe. Right, okay, it's time to have a look around Freeport. I get lost in Freeport. So if you've been on Freeport in live, you'll know that it's 2 zones. It's don't remember. Oh, trying to remember. Freeport has massive amounts of change to it. Especially if you were on Varsoon and you're on Freeport, or if you're on any of the other servers and in Freeport, you'll notice a massive difference to everything. So this is the tier 2 Freeport. It's not going to tell me that. I think this is the tier 2 Freeport Guild Hall. And normally there's a few NPCs and things running around out here, and I think... Is there a way down here from that, or do I just jump? I forget. I feel like I need like a run. I feel like I need to like a 1 split screen, which is like Freeport now, and Freeport, which is the one running around at the moment, the old style. Because I don't think this is here. No, because that would be Stone Stair Byway, so that's not that sure. I know this bit's here because I've ran up here trying to sneak in as a good person, trying to, well, someone who's not aligned with Freeport, shall we say. Yeah. So Freeport's gone back to its very sort of dingy look. And I think they've got rid of a lot of the housing. Yeah, the live version of Freeport, it still keeps the Freeport ethos. It still keeps the sort of the twisty turny streets and things, but it's a lot easier to navigate around on live. So I think if you've not played since 2000, if you've not played like since 2000, and you've not been in the game, it's not going to make a difference to you. It's going to make a difference to me. Because I've run around Freeport so many times, but as the new version of it, and it's just very confusing to come back and not see everything here. So if I show you it looks how you remember it. Yeah, this has had a makeover. You go in here. So Rumdum is still here. I don't remember if the doors have been gotten rid of or not. But if you come out here on live, there's a way into where the mercs are living, because this is kind of where you pick up the mercenaries on live. So this has got a lot more NPCs running around in it, and also there's a few more. There's a few more NPCs on this bit. Somebody's behind here. And now that I'm here and they've gone, I'm like, oh, there was somebody there and I don't remember who. This bit is massively different. So this is where the carpet and also the world bells and things are for live server. And then there's a ambassador. There's a Freeport ambassador, who, if you are a certain level, he'll just like talk to you over and over and over again about how you need to go and do some quests for Freeport or something. He's got a purple feather above his head, so you can kind of recognise him. And then there's more NPCs around here. But this is the house building that's had the most overhaul. So on Live and Varsoon, this is open. You can walk in there, and it's got different merchants. Remy the collector is standing here on Varsoon and Live. The broker is still here. You've still got a broker. So he's still in his usual place. Remy the collector has moved to here. So he's now in this area. So if you're in Freeport and you're looking for a collector, he's in East Freeport, where he is usually, but he's moved to the other side of the building. That's probably the way I can describe it. Yeah, we're missing a lot of NPCs around here. And then this bit doesn't have a zone. You can run straight through. So where I'm zoning now, there isn't a zone in on Live. Dropping these. So when you first zone into Freeport, you would turn up here and there'd be bells. So there's the world bell in that kind of cradle that the globe is sitting in, and then there's the reskinned city bell, which is the sort of that with the bell in the centre of it. I'm just showing you all the differences, really. These guys are all here. We've still got the broker here. I think we're missing the banker. I'm pretty sure the banker sits here. Or does he sit here? There's like a banker and broker next to each other. Still got the armor smith. I believe asking the guards still works. I've lost the guards. If you see a guard, shout. Where have the guards run off to? There's normally loads of them around. Every time I've wanted a guard in Freeport, there's been one. Apart from now. Oh, that's nice. So glad they decided to implement this server. Can't wait till they officially launch it. Me too. Me too, indeed. We seem to be missing guards. That's Temple Street. Yeah, I can't wait either. You bought a Pantheon. Oh, that's a good point then. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, we've got what's called a Fippy Fest. Fippy Darkpaw being quite a famous knoll in EverQuest. I could be teaching you anything. I'm still looking for a guard. And on Saturday on the YouTube channel of EverQuest, we'll have like a live stream.
The strong survive around here. Nice knowing you.
Okay, thanks. I'm missing guards. You? No. So yes, Fippy Fest is on YouTube on Saturday. Starts around about 10 AM PDT, which is Pacific time. I don't remember what that is. I know it's 6 PM for me over in England. You Eastern something is probably, if it's 10, it might be like 8 or 9, I forget what the time conversion is. And then, no, it's the other way, isn't it? It's forwards. I don't know. I'm still looking for a guard, bear with me. Time zones, how do they work? We'll go West Freeport, we'll go look for a guard. 3 hours forward, thank you. But yeah, so it's free to watch on EverQuest's YouTube channel. I believe you just do a search for EverQuest, it's their official EverQuest channel. There's going to be fun and games going on, and hopefully maybe we'll have a few announcements, I don't know. But however, there's a crafting thing actually. This is a crafting area with its little door through the middle. Hey, they brought that back. Fantastic. But I think there's going to be stuff in game. It's going to be like a 20-year anniversary celebration of EverQuest and EverQuest 2. 25 of EverQuest. Am I missing guards? Where have they all gone? I was trying to find them. I know there's a banker up here, so I don't know why I'm going up here to find guards, because if I just ask a guard, he's just going to tell me there's a banker up here. Look at all these NPCs. I feel like they're in like a little pen, and then as I turned up, they all kind of scattered. Like, quick, a player, run! So I know this is a banker here. It's probably older. Yeah, it's probably older, y'all. Probably older. It's an old game. It's old enough to, vote. It's old enough to have a house. It's old enough to have been to uni and back and graduated. Yeah, it's an adult now. EverQuest is. It's proper. It's, you know, it's sending it out to let it have its own first home and things. Can I get through here? No, I can't. This is where it confuses me because I can't remember if I can get through or not. But here you've got the arena in the middle, but it's not the arena yet. It will be when the expansion, maybe, when we get the expansion that has the arena, which I don't remember when that is. I don't remember when the arena came in. No, I was going to say my computer when EverQuest 2 released, my computer couldn't handle it either. Did I just go into the exact same place I came out of? Okay. Wow, this is why I told you I got confused at EverQuest. We'll hop down the front, see if we can find a way into where have I not been? Been to south. Just been into west.
Well, look what the Kara dragged in. Only alley cats would bring in something so filthy.
Excuse you? You are talking to a dog? Oh, thank you very much. Oh dear. I'm trying to think, where else have I not been? We've been through there. We can't go up. We tried to go up. Have I been everywhere in Freeport now? I feel like there's somewhere in Freeport I've missed. And there's not going to be a bell to help me, is there? No. I'll go through this way and then I'll follow the road and see where I end up. Yes, no, there was oh wow, EverQuest came out the year you were born. Oh, happy 25th. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, EverQuest 2 was a little bit high on the graphics on release, which I think is what they've tried to recapture here. The graphics are definitely, there's been an oomph to the graphics, I think, for sure. Could be the DX11. Finch is here. I don't know if I pointed him out to you, but he's here in east, so you would. The bell's here. Yeah, there's one bell. There's 3 bells. Okay. Yeah, it's going to tell me within. This one isn't anything. This one is. So I can get to Sunken City, Common Lands or Ruins. That's the thing. Is the statue of Dorothar here? That's a question. I don't know if he is or not. I'll put Common Lands while we're here. But yes, so Fippy Fest on Saturday, live stream. The devs going over like how they make EverQuest 2 and EverQuest, how the expansions are created, a bit of behind the scenes stuff, a little bit of the lore and legend and that sort of thing, and probably, hopefully, where we see the what's going on next type thing, where we see the future of both EverQuest and EverQuest 2. And hopefully some stuff happening in game as well. Hopefully maybe we'll see some. No, I don't think Darthar's here, is he? He's normally. Oh, hello. This is a random person. Okay. Normally there's a big statue of Dorothar sat here, just like it comes into zone into the line here sort of thing, or it's on the top of this, but I think it's normally here. That's not here anymore. What does the crossroads look like as well? I can't remember if the crossroads got a glow up or not. Oh, nice. You used to watch your grandmother. Go on raids. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I'm going to die to these digger wasps. Oh, that's brilliant. Having those early memories of the game, I think, is the best thing. Just hearing, especially playing the beta and streaming it and things, the people that have come in and said, oh, I remember this game. I used to watch such and such a person play it, or I used to log on early before class. and play something, or a few people have been like different time zones. So they've been talking about how they had a different. Try not to die. I'm trying to get to the crossroads without dying. They had a different. Their guild raided in a different time zone because they were then able to either log on. These will be arbor wasps. I think I'm okay. I think it's the flying diggers that I'm missing. Crossroads Commonlands is scary, yeah. But like they raided in different time zones, so they were able to do raiding at a different time, so they were able to do it before work or after they came home from work, just log on. And just like all the different friends that they made through that. People who have met. Where's Rafiki gone? Not Rafiki. Crossroads Fly Officer, is that you? No. Bring your FSRs to me. Where's he gone? He over here. Here he is, Taskmaster's assistants.
Brings your FSRs to me. You don't have them? Then I don't want to talk to you.
There he is. We found him. I know fading from EverQuest show has interviewed a few groups of people. And one of them was a couple that met through their guild, like raiding through their guild. And they just kind of got chatting, because then they started doing like groups together and things. And yet they just met. They've had like kids together, just met up with each other, met in real life.
Get over here now!
You here? Yes! I forgot about you.
I don't believe we've met. I am the Overlord's Chief Inquisitor. Oh, don't be nervous. That is, unless you have something to be nervous about.
I'll be on my way. I'm too low for your tasks, dude. As soon as the music starts playing, your mind is at peace. It's perfect, isn't it? Yeah. The lore and the character building. Oh, fantastic. I've not found any game that equals it. No one expects the Freeport Inquisition. Yeah, I've not found a game that equals the lore and the world building, except maybe some of the latest solo RPG games. So maybe Baldur's Gate. That's got quite a bit of lore and world building to it, but it's kind of like big games like that. And to think that EverQuest and EverQuest 2 came out so long ago, and they've still got this unmatched world building. I don't pretend to know all the lore anymore. I did know it at one point, and then I took a break from the lore and the stories. And then I just decided, you know what, I just don't understand it anymore. As soon as we hit, I did Chelsea Stone, so all that lore around that, and Payneal, and the different, when Al Gabor came into the story, and he did all that stuff, and then, because we were following trails and sort of hints of the Chelsea Stone from like Echoes of Fadua and Rise of Kunark, it'd been hinted at. And then when no, it wasn't Age of Discovery. It was the one with Payneal in it, and we kind of figured out what was happening with the Chelsea Stone, and kind of the clock and the everything like that. I might be mixing up my laws, I don't remember. But yeah, it's Druid Ring still here as well. If I fall over dead and it pops up, you've died. It might make me a jump scare, because I'll just die really quickly and you won't see what's hit me. Yeah, some of the MMOs, it doesn't feel the same anymore, does it? They've kind of gone a different direction. It's all kind of collecting things now. I'm thinking kind of probably sort of maybe you could argue they're not technically MMOs, but like the Genshins and Honko Star Rail and things. Those sort of MMOs. They're kind of more, how can we sell things to you, and what sort of characters do you want? That's just my opinion, by the way. I feel like I should preface it by, this is my opinion. Don't come at me. But yeah, I just don't see the stories these days. I have, like I say, I have to do the small indie games or the larger RPG games to get the stories that I really like. Oh my gosh, the plains hunters are here. Is he a triple? Oh baby, a triple. I don't know where that's from. That's another earworm from somewhere. Could be anywhere. Hey, there's two of us who don't like, not too keen on him. Nice. No. I like them. I like that people can make art from them and do very well. I think that's interesting. Oh my gosh, everything wants to kill me around here. Oh, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of the fauna options. Laura. There we go. I can see the dogs now. What was worrying me was trying to get around with the dogs in the way. Yeah, I think MMOs need a story. I believe they need something to bring people back. Otherwise, it's just a grind to the top, kill the big boss at the end, and then what do you do? I know Final Fantasy XIV, people have said how they've cried at the end of some of the... Is that the Lightbringer? There's Lightbringer. Hello. You're quite high up. Normally you're lower down. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV. I've not followed the story. I did try it before it was wiped and redid. But the new story to it, a lot of people have been saying how it's a great story, and how it's a... but I don't think I can do the battles. Looking at the battles and you have to be in different spot. I can't do it. By the time my computer and I realise what's going on, it's dead. We're in trouble. No Layden? I was hoping Layden was going to be up. Ah. I'm so scared he's going to turn up. Like he's going to like pop into view. No, I don't think he's here. Normally he'd be hanging around there, wouldn't he? Ready to get you when you're running to Falling Gate. Yeah, so they've kind of souped up all the baddies here as well, all the mobs and things. Everybody's... Some things are triple heroics now. I'm trying to get back. Maybe I go for the Griffin. Do I need to be a certain... I'm thinking the harvesting. Oh, if I do it next to those two, they're going to eat me. I could have done it in the middle, but I forgot. I'm thinking about harvesting. Do I need to be a certain high level of harvesting in order to... Have they brought that back? I don't remember if that was brought back or not, and I need to find something to harvest. And now suddenly I can't... Oh, here we go. We found some roots. Have a look, see what it says. Oh no, it'll let me gather. Oh, okay. Does it let me do? Am I not gonna get... I'm not gonna get a skill? Skill? Oh yeah, no, 5 of 5. Here we go. I'm not gonna get any skill ups, but I can harvest. So before, I think there was a different tier of harvesting. You had to be certain levels to be able to get into harvest. It's still the same if you want any rares. So I don't know if you remember, it used to be like you needed 90 harvesting skill to be able to harvest in the Thundering Steppes, I think. I think that's how it used to be. And then it was it 20 for the common lands? I'm sure Den Mum still has it on her website somewhere. But yeah, so you just
Greetings.
Yeah, let's go Freeport. Let's not go Hidden Canyon. But it looks like they did away with that, so you can come and harvest at whatever level you are and whatever skill level you are to harvest. However, I don't think you'll be getting the rares. So if I took this level 1 character, I don't think I'd get any rares from. You know, when you pull 10 of an item, and you get like so many, you get like a rare. I don't think you're going to get that. You're just going to get the items instead. You're going to get the 10 of the things. But yeah, I think that's pretty much. Oh yeah, we looked at the common crossroads, didn't we? So they've gone back to their kind of white, oldie, marbly type thing. Kingston shows hollow in comparison to what they used to be. True. So yeah, it has turned into how can I get the most money out of the viewer or the player. It has, unfortunately. They do blow the griffin up every trip. I know. What's interesting is, I don't know if have you ever lost connection while you've been on a griffin? Because I have. The UK broadband. Back in the day, I lost connection. I would go on the griffin, but then something would happen and I'd never get on the griffin, or I would get on the griffin, but my computer and the broadband wouldn't like the flight path. It wouldn't like that I was moving and not being controlled. And you'd think that if you lost connection, you'd appear where you left with the griffin, like you'd have dropped from the griffin or something. No, you're still at the griffin tower, unless you press jump. So you know how like when you jump off a griffin, there's like a second, there's like a couple of frames where you're still on the griffin, but then the game kind of realizes you need to be here, and there's kind of like a stutter effect. It's because your character's technically still back there, and it doesn't technically land until the griffin lands. So if you hit jump, you're effectively telling the game, I want to take control now. And there's like a stutter where the game kind of works out where your character should be, and in relation to the griffin. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that. I won't try with a level 1 character because I'll die. I won't fly. But next time you're on the griffin and you jump off, just see, because it's only an instance, and you just kind of see like a little slightly stutter as the game works out where you are. You crashed on the boat from Butcherblock Mountains to wherever I ended up in the middle of the water. Yes! Yeah, the Butcherblock Mountains was... I did that as well. I had to do the swim back. Yeah, that's an odd one. It seems like it does take you, but you notice when you're on the boat, it does do a little juddering. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because my broadband is a little bit slower. And it kind of figures these things out on the fly. But you can kind of see where your character is, and it kind of takes a moment for it to do it. But yes, I've also died on the dock, especially Butcher Block Dock, and trying to figure out how to get to the water, not to the water, to the dock from the water. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Put it in a sentence, why not? Do that. Yeah, oh yeah, I was going to show you what Freeport looked like, didn't I? That's what I was going to do. I was going to do Freeport from the outside. We'll have a look at that. If I can get there. I gotta get there first. Those carrion hands can be quite vicious. So try not to die to skeletons. Thank you, crickets. I think that's why you can't jump off. Or you couldn't jump. I think it's the. There's one of the places you can't jump off. Somebody, I think it's the balloons in Moors of Yukasha that you can't jump off. Or can you jump off them now? Got me thinking, because obviously everything changed a little bit when we had flying. I used to know what everything was, and then everything changed. Can I get in here or upstairs? Yeah. Lost it. I'm going to try and find some height. Kind of. So that's what Freeport looks like now. Which is the old school of Freeport. See if I can get a decent shot. Don't tell if Magna's still here. Don't tell him the bats are back. He might be watching the debate that's happening on the news at the moment. So there's Freeport in the dark glory. It's always night time when I'm trying to show you these things. But that's Freeport there, so it's had a real. That's the old school of it. So it's got the sort of Overlord's tower in the middle. Oh, he is around. Oh dear. Oh dear. Wow. Yeah, there's bats around somewhere. Excuse me. Gosh, that's the. I don't know what's going on with the water. It is just water. It's a little bit bubbly from the tap, but I don't know. New Freeport has 3 towers, so it has the big one in the middle, and then it has 2 smaller ones either side that all rotate. And the one I think the one in the middle rotates as well. They kind of slowly move around. Because if you take like a time lapse, you can see them slowly rotate. Although they kind of rotate round on their axis. But all 3 of them do. And then the front looks a little bit different. Front looks a little bit changed. But I'll probably show the new style maybe on Friday if I get a chance after Tinkerfest. I'll show you what the new. Please don't be angry. Can't tell. No, we're okay. Running through things with absolutely no UI, so I can't tell what they are. That was brave of me at level 1. Oh, there's the wanted poster. Not going to see that again. That's going to disappear. The wanted poster is a quest and it'll disappear as soon as someone sees it. It'll reappear on, but it's got about 5 or 6 different spawn places that it can be in the entirety of the common lands. So if someone's picked it up and it's disappeared, and you're checking all 6 places that it could be. So there's the Overlord Tower. Oh, that's pretty. With the Lucklin in the background. So what is still here is we've still got the banker in that room. We've still got the arena, but it's not the arena at the moment. So I don't think you can get into it. No. I think Desert Flames? Maybe? There was an arena in Desert Flames, I know that much. That might have been in Marsh Dole, though. I don't remember. Still got the spot where you've still got the pit. So if you jump in there, you end up in the Common Lands, but you do die. So it is a quicker way out into the Common Lands if you get stuck. And you want to just like zoom out of Freeport. You can just jump in there. So you still got the bit where Lucan comes out and does his little speech about how Freeport is the best place. And isn't it fantastic, wonderful, blah 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 kind of thing, and everyone goes, yay, we're perfect, we're great, we're Freeport, we're lovely. The crafting space, although it looks a little bit different inside. There's a few less NPCs. Oh, excuse me. That's because it's nearly 8 o'clock here. Gosh, there was 2 cats last night, and they were fighting. Yes, there's no broker or anything here. There's no NPCs. This has normally got a few more bits and bobs. There's like a whole chairs, floor, chairs, tables, that sort of thing. And there's no, it's not here. Is it here? Or is it in here with the forge? There's normally the trade skill redo person. The person that kind of knocks you on the head. And you forget all of your trade skill knowledge and turn up back at level 9. Don't remember if that was there. But yeah, there's a few less NPCs around. Yeah, there was 2 cats just fighting. 3 o'clock in the morning. Just absolutely, there's bits of fur and everything flying all around everywhere. It woke me up, and I was like, I'm not happy with this. One of the neighbours actually went out and tried and break them up, to which both of them scattered.
Nice knowing you.
Was that something about the only the strong survive around here? Nice knowing you. Okay. So yeah, next door went out, shouted at them. They broke up. Ran about 5 foot away. Decided to yell at each other again. To which same neighbour went into the house, came back out with a cup of water to throw at them, to do that normal throwing some water at the cats type thing when they're fighting. To which they ran up the top of the road and then started yelling and smiling again. Not a lot of sleep was got. I think this is still here, isn't it? So yeah, apologies for the yawns. Because yeah, it's an evening. The Guild Registrar is still here. This is where he is. He's in East Freeport. So we have you 60 silver, I think. Have we?
Greetings, loyal citizen. I'm the registrar for the city of Freeport. When you wish to form a guild within the city, you must bring 6 members here and pay a nominal fee to the Overlord.
Okay. 6 people. Must be a group leader, must have a full group. Okay. Would I like to form a guild? Oh, it's a quest. 60 silver pieces. Here we go. So it's 60 silver, 60 silver pieces. You must be in a group of 6 people, and all 6 of you must be of the same alignment. So you can't have any Qeynosians. Why did I say it in that weird way? You can't have any Qeynosians joining a Freeport, like making a Freeport guild. Excuse you. And likewise, Freeportians can't be in the initial 6 people group to make a Qeynosian. I had to think then, a Qeynosian guild. After you've made the guild, either alignment can join the guild. So no matter what alignment you are, guilds aren't aligned. It's just that first initial 6 people to make the guild. And also, all those 6 people may not be members of an already established guild. So they must be ungilded, and they must be of the same alignment, and they must all be in the same zone. So you get all 6 people in East Freeport, in the same, what do I call it? You know when it goes like East Freeport 2, East Freeport 3, that sort of thing. I've forgotten what the word is. But they've all got to be in the same spot. Basically. You take the quest and make the guild. Decide what your guild's name is. Oh. What's going on there? My nose has just decided to wake up. Are we gonna... Oh! There we go. One of the sneezes. But yeah, and then same for Qeynos side. You'll have to go to Qeynos Harbour and talk to the guild registrar in there. Again, 60 silver, ungilded, all the same alignment, all in the same zone. And have a guild name ready, because you'll need to type in the guild name. And that's that. So I went that way, didn't I, before? I went in through that. We've just been up there. Oh yes, that was it. I came in on that little tunnely bit and I didn't show you upwards. So normally, so that's where you come in. So that's where the zoning is there. Normally this area is a little bit more open. This is kind of where the horseshoe shape is in the middle. If everyone remembers, or if anybody's been on live, there's like a horseshoe shape. And the big epic walks around that bit, like the big 125 epic guy. I forget what his name is, but he's part of the Freeport timeline, the Freeport City Quest timeline type thing. If you go and do that, his story is in there. He prances around there, and there's that big open plaza bit in the middle. Is there a statue of the Overlord there? I forget. Something. Oh yeah, the music shop. It's not here on live. This has all been changed. This is all old. I don't know what the wording is. I'm trying to decide whether it's all changed or if it's all new or what it is. But you've got the music shop there, and then you've got this bit's still here. So this sort of arena, sort of theatre stage kind of thing is here. Yeah, if you ever wanted to watch Shakespeare or anything else, playwrights, I think you come here and watch, and then there's kind of like a stage. And if he wants to, I think the Overlord can look out his window and see it. Yeah, something's affecting my nose at the moment, my back of my throat. Something's going on. I suspect it's the sunshine. All the flowers have decided, oh my gosh, it's a little bit of sunshine.
Careful you don't walk yourself into a corner around here.
Okay. I think that's what happened to them. But yeah, so there's lots of buildings that have changed in Freeport. There's a lot of buildings and also cut-throughs that are now zones. So it's a little bit trickier to run around Freeport, especially if you're not quite sure, if you've been on live for a while. There's a lot of things that have changed. Like oh yeah, it's still there. There's the housing. So the housing is still here. You've still got so if you bought any housing off, oh my gosh, if you bought any housing off the broker, or not the broker, the marketplace, this is where you'd go. So Finch has got them for sale at the moment, if you wanted to test any out and have a look at them. And we can have a look at the different ones. It's free to tour them round as well if you wanted to come in and have a look at the different places that you can get. So there's lots. It's going to take a while if I go through each one, but I'll just do a quick scroll through. There are just so many that are available in the marketplace, and they all have like a big item limit, which is 900, and that's before you can add any of the dimensional pocket stuff. My favourite, where is it here? Not that one. Oh, there's a personal guild hall. Oh, nice. Okay. There is an Oakmist Glade, which is kind of like a mini version of Oakmist Forest. That's always fun. I like that one. The library portal. So I like collecting the books in game, like the lore and legend books, the other books that you find on your travels and you have to collect the pages for. I like collecting those, and I have over on the AB server I have a library where I'm trying to collect all the books. It's a slow process. It really is a very slow process, because trying to get some of the mobs that drop the pages for the books, the one that has taken months, and I mean literally months, is up in the Obelisk of Lost Souls. There's a group of skeletons. I forget what they're called. I've blocked what they're called out of my memory. And there's only ever 4 up at any one time. 3 are usually in one area, and then one of them wanders. But because of how jankily the Obelisk of Lost Soul is made, the skeleton goes up a set of circular stairs, and it takes a while to be able to click on it. You can click on him because you can see him, but you can't target him. You can only target him when he's at a certain point, and the only place you can target him that certain point is when you can't see him. So I have to keep sending the pet, and then hoping that the pet brings him back, or the pet can see him at a certain point. And it's taken months, and then it's like half an hour, 45-minute respawn, and if they don't respawn, it's something else that respawns in their place, and I have to collect 10, and then I have to read the book, and then I have to collect another 10. You can see it's a lesson in patience. It really is. There's a lesson in a lot of patience, for sure. Yeah, it's just takes a long time, but I'm enjoying it because it's something that you can dip into, do a couple of rounds of killing mobs, and then dip out again. Luckily, I'm at a high enough level where I don't need to, I don't have to, like, it's not green for me. The room is grey, so I can just kill and run around Obelisk without any hindrance to myself. I was trying to do it green. Oh. So this is my next challenge, which is to try and get the books on here on this server and see if I can do a lot of quests here on the server, on the what will be Anashti Sul Origins. When that goes live, we'll see how we get. So we're getting nice snooze that. I'm just trying to think of where I am for finishing for the evening, and then also where the adverts is, because I don't want to like be saying goodbye and everybody be in an advert. But in that case, since I've snoozed it for 5 minutes, we'll see if anybody else is saying goodbye to Beta. I've checked that before I started, but who else is going? Is it just me? It's me. Yeah. Okie dokie. Do you want to go? You got a choice. Do you want to? There isn't anybody else playing EverQuest 2, but there is the what's his name? The Viking Beard is playing EverQuest. He's on the Teak server. He's on that new server that opened up on EverQuest. Do we want to go and say hello to the Viking Beard? I'll go and I'll raid Viking Beard. Don't need to come with me if you don't want to.